perfumes to have forever. I feel like this is a bit of a trend that's come up on YouTube in Fredcom for a long time, where people talk about perfumes that they would never ever get rid of and they always want to have in their collection no matter what. So this is a take on that, and I am going to use the same criteria as my friend Pep from the Sentinel. I'll link his channel, but his criteria was basically that the perfume has to be not discontinued and relatively easy to replace. So, you know, don't pick something like a bespoke fragrance that you would then have to like go to the perfumer and get commissioned and get again. This has to be something that you can replace relatively easily. Like you can order it online or something like that. And I think that criteria is good because as much as I have things in my collection that I love and are discontinued, the purpose of having them for life is that hopefully you live long enough to finish a bottle and then have to even think about replacing it. So without further ado, and I've mentioned some of these before, if you've watched any of my perfume roundup videos where I talk about my favorite Chanel perfumes or the diptyque perfumes I have in my collection, I've mentioned my favorites in those videos, but this is just all of them together, and it's worth thinking about because as much as I like to think of myself as this like really zen person that like has no attachment to material things, and I love my perfume, but I could live without it, it's not that big of a deal. Every now and then someone reaches out and says, hey, do you want to sell your bottle of such and such a thing to me? And I'm like, no, no, I don't want to. And it's not because it's discontinued or even hard to get. I just don't want to give it up. Like I don't want to be without that perfume. And now that I have it, I want to keep it. And the other thing is that when you sell a half used bottle of perfume, it's selling for half the amount, but to replace it, you have to pay the full amount because now you're paying for the whole bottle. So that's the other part of it. But I'm always like, no, I can't get rid of these ones. And so these are, well, some of these are ones where people have asked me if I would be willing to sell them. And I'm like, no, I don't want to sell these. So let's get started. The first one is one that I have brought back out in rotation, and that's Chanel Coromandel. I only wear this when it's really cold outside, so I have been wearing it these days, and I like look forward to wearing this so much. Literally, I wait all summer, which is like 2 months here, all summer to wear Coromandel, and now it's Coromandel season, and that makes the winter just a little bit more wearable. This is a patchouli, it's textured, it's interesting, it's got lots of layers and it's changing, and the beginning smells completely different from the end. It has amazing lasting power. I can smell it for like 12-14 hours, and I only usually ever wear 1 or 2 sprays at a time. So that is Coromandel. I don't think I ever want to be without Coromandel. Okay, so that's number 1. And this is in no particular order because I think all of these are a solid 10 in my books, like a 10 out of 10. Okay, number 2 is Bois d'Argent by Dior. Another case of it being so expensive to replace. If I see a cheap bottle, I will get it immediately, but I haven't seen one. I bought this only this year. I bought it in 2023. So maybe I'll get another one in 2024. But this is like in my mind, I know it has all these notes. There's all these descriptions of it. In my mind, this is like a musk, a warm iris musk. And I think it's the warmth of the iris that I really like. I have been trying all these other iris perfumes and they're also cold. This is a warm iris. So this also is gonna keep it forever. Okay, the next one, Carnal Flower by Frederic Malle. I love this. I'm not usually a huge tuberose fan, but I really enjoy Carnal Flower. This is a eucalyptus. Is it eucalyptus? I think it's more minty. Yeah, it's like it's a eucalyptus tuberose perfume. Again, great longevity, sillage wear, classy, aloof. This is a person that you have to get to know before they like you. Forget about what you think about them. If you want them to like you, you just have to give it time. And that is Carnal Flower, okay? If you want to be that person, I am that person. Carnal Flower, that's your perfume. Okay, next one, another Frederic Malle, and that is Portrait of a Lady. This is, in my mind, an Indian spiced rose. It's very, very Indian. If you are of Indian origin, smell this and report back, because it is really, really spicy, and the top is just so delicious. Like, it's mouth-watering rose, but only if you have that same relationship with rose, in that you register it as an edible, as something that is edible, not an edible, something that is edible. That's Portrait of a Lady, one of my favorite rose perfumes, and I will never be without that one, even if I don't wear it a lot. I don't wear this a lot because it's very strong, and it's not office safe, it's not dinner party safe. It's more of like a party perfume because it has like that much throw, but it is one of my favorite rose perfumes, rose constructions. Next, Nightclubbing by Celine. I just think it's so unique. It is so powdery. It has, you know, that ashiness, that cigarette smoke. It's just a good time in a bottle. It's a perfect Monday perfume because you can remember a fun weekend without still being in bed. You can remember a fun weekend while you're at work. So that's Nightclubbing. I love Nightclubbing. One that I keep in the package because I think it's so special. It's my favorite. My favorite from the house, and favorite perfume that I love to wear, but I wear this in the summer, and I'm gonna get another bottle. I am, a bigger one. This is Melograno by Santa Maria Novella. So pretty, more of a soap, ivory soap, and maybe some white incense, but a lot of ivory soap. Maybe the only soapy perfume that I would ever, and I don't normally say that about soapy perfumes, about laundry masks. Like, that's not a scent profile that I enjoy, but I really, really love wearing this, and I only wear it in the summer, but maybe I will wear it some more these days. It's not very warm because it is just so soapy, but if you want to smell fresh, this is the way to go. So that is it. That's it for me. Tell me if any of these are on your list also, and maybe every December we need to revisit this topic. And I know all the time I think about what do I want to keep and what do I want to get rid of, but these are ones that I am not getting rid of. Thanks for watching. Bye.